moment that changed my life was
Game of Thrones.
It's literally like the best TV show ever, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it really changed my life. I was like, at that time, I'd been acting, but I was very like out of work at that time.
Yeah.
And not really loving life. And so, yeah, that really kind of was the game changer for me.
Self-belief is crucial because,
I mean, there are too many naysayers. You've got to combat them with your own personal belief. Gosh, the amount of people that have said no to me.
right, the most spontaneous thing I've ever done is
Like, just went and did a sort of yoga teacher training just because I was interested in it. And I was really, it's like one of the more, like, I do lots of scary things, but it was quite a scary thing.
And how did you feel after you did it?
Like, really proud of myself. And also everyone was so nice. And I was being like, you know, just assuming that everyone was going to like not like me or think I was a weirdo or something. May or may not have been in the middle of filming a season of Game of Thrones and I didn't tell anyone. I just left for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God, that's
and you're supposed to let production know and be like, let us
You're
know
just
if you're going anywhere. And I was like, I'm actually in Morocco.
Oh, when I'm faced with a challenge, I
have a tendency to sort of be a little of an anxious person. And so I often am a bit scared. And then I have to like really, like, the positive self-talk is where that really comes into play.
But you overcome that and you just get up and go and do it anyway. It's amazing.
You know, and I think as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that like we can only try our best, and like, you know, I'd much rather try and then fail and be like, oh, okay, well, didn't quite go as planned, but at least I tried.
One skill I want to learn next is
I'm gonna make my entire family and like immediate circle furious by saying this because I still haven't done it, but I need to learn to drive. I'm a fully grown adult and I do not drive a car, and I've done car movies.
Oh, best life lesson I have learned is
No is my favorite word, like, truly. I'm like, why am I doing that? It's because I feel bad for like saying no, and I'm like, that's really weird behavior. And I know that's just like my conditioning to be as nice and likable and not a problem. And I know that's just like a result of me trying to protect myself through my life.
Yeah.
As a person of color, as a woman, like, it's just to make myself feel as like non-threatening as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Or non-problematic or whatever. I'm just like, sod that. It's my defining moment. I think just when I feel like I've done my best, like, you know, whatever the outcome, I sort of feel like, you know, it's about what you put into it. And like, there are times when you could have done better, or you could have applied yourself more, or, you know, and that's sort of part of the journey. Now, B, shout out, we love you. The first time I saw that woman doing high kicks in platforms with an afro, being like, girl power.
Oh my God, what an iconic moment. My biggest fear is
I don't have a life that I'm like happy with or fulfilled by. I think it's like, you know, I'm very lucky to have a life that I feel really happy in.
One piece of advice for young creatives.
I think it's just really important to like find your people, like find other people who are, you know, if you've got, like, for example, I always say, like, if you've got like, you're an aspiring filmmaker or you're an aspiring actor, like, find other people that want to do something similar or like different areas of that sort of world. Like, there are so many amazing like young talent who've had all this information, all these resources at their disposal, that in a way that I didn't have, and like generations before me didn't have. And now it's like you have this whole wealth of resource, and like find each other, make things, like develop your craft, like, you know, like whether it's your little kind of student movie, or, you know, you've got a friend who wants to get into screenwriting, or like just find your people and make stuff. It's like, it's all just going to be lessons and development for your, you know, future. Yeah.
Right, are you ready to show your... I feel like you're really getting into this. Like, mine's a big old mess.
Mine's a mess too. I love it though.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Is it?
Yes.
No, it's not.
I've just like gone really messy, but how you've got the shadow and the light.
I tried that. I tried to get the light because it was so spectacular.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, you see how messy mine is.
No, it's good.
It is so fabulous.
Thanks.